Well, the latest numbers from the Calgary Real Estate Board are in, and RE/MAX's Sam Correa is here to break them down for us. Nice to see you, Sam.
Morning. Thank you.
Let's talk overall direction. What are we seeing in the numbers for the last month?
Well, we're just off through the summer, and typically through the summer, the markets do tend to drop a little bit. People vacationing. This year, we were down 9.4%.
Okay, so that's in overall sales. Let's have it. Here it is.
Yeah,
here.
9.46% down from a year-to-date last year. Overall, we saw about 13,000 sales last year. This year, we saw about 12,000 sales, so which is down about 1,300. The biggest decrease, obviously, in this market was about 18%, which was in the condo market and apartment sales. That's where we're seeing the biggest decrease.
Interesting. Okay,
yeah.
Kind of lagging behind almost the rest of it, it looks like. Let's talk about listings. Where are we at?
Listings year to date, we're actually up only about 9.5%, which is the new listings, which is interestingly is only down about 1.9%. So that's telling us that we're not seeing new inventory coming in the market. So really what is on the market is here. People aren't listing as much as they used to. So that's a good number to note. Okay,
and interesting, I think last time we looked at these numbers, the price had actually gone up. What are we seeing from last month? And we're seeing that again.
We are. This is really interesting with the the market down about 9%. We're actually seeing the pricing going up about 1.3%. To an average of 479,000, and what that is telling you is certain segments of the market are seeing a bit of an increase, certain are seeing a bit of a decrease.
Right. The $1 million home sales, we had talked about this, kind of bucking the trend of what's going on. Are we seeing that continue?
So $1 million home sales right now are up 10.3%, which is, many people are surprised to hear that number. Last year was 389 sales. This year is 428 sales, which is 39 more than last year.
Right.
And where I'm seeing the biggest increase in that market is $1.2 million to $3 million. That segment in the market is actually up 24%. It's really interesting considering people assume that market's really slow.
Right.
We are seeing an increase in that market year over year.
Okay, and we talked recently about perhaps the impact of what was happening in Vancouver. We've seen some new legislation in place which is bumping up taxes dramatically for foreign buyers. Are you thinking we're seeing that more of that spill off?
So the news out of Vancouver, of course, is the average sale price pre-July was $1.8 million. Just as of August, it dropped down to $1.47 million. So that market is down about 18%, which is a big number. It's about 330,000 in that market. We kind of feel that we're seeing some spill over into Alberta. I personally have worked with a few buyers that have decided to invest in Alberta instead of Vancouver just last week alone, and even one last night, where we're seeing some people who would normally be buying in Vancouver looking to Calgary. So that's where I'm seeing this $1 million+ market perhaps getting a lift because of what's happening with the new tax rules out of Vancouver.
See if that trend continues now that the summer months are kind of done with. Okay.
Correct. Big sale last night, one on Sifton Boulevard, which sold for $4.7 million.
And last year we had seen that market very quiet. So interesting.
Correct. That's a big sale. So interesting news going on there.
Great stuff, Sam. It's RE/MAX's Sam Correa. For more information, you can head to samcorrea.ca.
The Market, sponsored by Sam Correa of RE/MAX House of Real Estate.